Welcome back to State of Mind. We've been talking with Tony, who suffers from seasonal affective disorder. We're now being joined by Dr. Ritchi Morris, who has developed a new treatment in the battle against winter depression. Welcome to State of Mind, Dr. Morris.
Welcome and good morning.
Nice to
Thank you. You have, as I understand, a specific theory. It's a little different about what you think really causes this. Tell us about it.
Yes, it's the idea that each of us, my research over the several decades now, with thousands of patients and so on, has demonstrated that each of us seems to have been born with a color or a shade of color reactivity quotient. And it's individual even amongst twins and triplets. In fact, I have an OBGYN bringing over quintuplets to be tested.
Terrific.
Anyway, what I found is that when we go through all of the shades of color, now we have Roy G. Bibb, you know, all the
red, orange,
right,
yellow,
the families.
blue,
right.
Now in red, for instance, in red, there are 347 shades.
Right.
So my most positive shade, and my glasses now are tinted 30% of the burgundy rose.
Now, did these...
Don't go for it.
Right.
I'm looking through my glasses. Don't go for it.
We weren't going to make the mistake.
Okay.
But you're talking about the electromagnetic frequency of the color and the person's response to it. The way.
And what I've developed is a machine, the Morris scope.
Now, is this part of the Morris?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I developed, that's a prototype from...
So an individual would actually put this on.
Yes.
And be shown the colors, and you would be testing through electrodes their reaction to it, positive or negative.
Through the technology of hospital-accepted, AMA-accepted biofeedback technology, we painlessly and effortlessly wire up a patient in the appropriate places, and I can monitor 8 different body systems, EEG, temperature, pulse, etc. And what I do is, in the end, what we come out with is a way to scientifically, objectively determine a person's, and the body tells us, the body speaks to us.
Right.
And I'm a holistic healer.
Does the body speak differently in summer than in winter? Is the implication?
Yes, I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
So what happens is the body shows us the most positive shade at a person, healing, empowering, strengthening, and the body shows the most, conversely, the most negative, draining, stressing, weakening
So for
shade.
someone like Tony, what specifically would you do?
Well, we have to test them up, and then the therapy is done in 2 ways. It's a 2-prong attack. Okay, as I also have a doctorate in clinical nutrition. All right. What we do, and not dietitian, clinical nutrition.
Right.
What we do is first we find out your most positive, healing, strengthening, empowering shade. Okay, of color, and whichever color family that may be in. Then, and that's done with the device and by monitoring, right? Now, when I have your most negative, weakening, draining shade, because it seems, my theory shows us that it comes through the pineal gland, which is in the visual system, on the way to the optic nerve. And what happens is that with the deprivation of certain individuals like Tony, in the winter time, or it could even be fall or spring, you know, or it could be depending on your traveling, such as jet lag and that type of thing. The deprivation of your particular shade because of the winter solstice and so on, your pineal gland is not secreting what the bodily fluid that's necessary that comes from the pineal gland. What we can do then is the body needs certain amino acids and certain other substances to make that which the pineal gland secretes.
So exposure to the light that they're missing, or the negative one, could help the pineal gland, in your theory, to create the chemistry.
As well as diet.
Yeah. And then what we do is with that, with the dietary regimen, and then while testing you with the most negative, in view of the most negative shade for you.
Right, reaction.
Your body tells us which substances it needs, usually it's an amino acid, either tyrosine or melatonin, and how much percentage of it needs, and what time of the day or night it'll best be absorbed.
Can I ask you a question?
Actually, unfortunately...
Wait, we're running right out of time.
I'm sorry, Tim, go ahead.
My favorite color is the worst for me, like food. The one you like is the worst for you?
No,
I'm sorry, gentlemen, we're going to have to go, but fascinating, interesting,
we'll do it after this.
Definitely worth exploring further. Thank you, Dr. Ritchi Morris. Thank you, Tony. Thank you all for watching us again today. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of State of Mind.
Have a great day. Remember, make today work for you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.